Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Breaking news, as we have just received reports of a deadly virus outbreak that has caused chaos and devastation across the nation. The virus, which is highly contagious and has no known cure, has led to widespread panic and evacuation efforts. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all those affected by this tragedy. We are also receiving reports of individuals and communities banding together to provide aid and support for one another in these trying times. The government has issued a state of emergency and urges all citizens to take necessary precautions to protect themselves and their loved ones. We will continue to bring you updates on this developing story as more information becomes available. Stay tuned and stay safe.
As Riley, Lucas, and Sophia set out on the road, they quickly realized that the situation is far worse than they could have imagined. The highways are clogged with panicked people trying to flee the city, and it becomes clear that they will have to take back roads if they hope to make it to safety. As night falls, they find themselves in a small town and decide to take shelter for the night. They come across an old gas station that seems abandoned, but upon further investigation, they discover that it has been converted into a makeshift shelter for other survivors. Inside, they meet a group of people who have banded together for protection and support. They include a retired Army veteran, a doctor, a scientist, and a single mom who lost her husband in the event. Riley and her family find themselves welcomed into this makeshift community, and for the first time since the event, they feel like they are not alone. As they spend the night in the shelter, they begin to hear rumors of a government conspiracy and a possible cure for the disaster. They decide to stay and help the community, while they also try to find a way to reach a safe zone. The next morning, they set out on a journey to uncover the truth behind the disaster and to find a way to survive in this new world. As Riley, Lucas, and Sophia continue to help the community, they begin to notice that something is not right. Lucas and Sophia start to feel ill, and they soon discover that they have been infected with the same disease that caused the apocalypse. The other survivors in the community become panicked, and they start to blame Lucas and Sophia for the outbreak. They demand that the two of them leave the shelter and the community. Lucas and Sophia are devastated. They have just found a community and now they are being cast out. Lucas, thinking about the future of his unborn child, decides that it is best for them to leave the group and find a place where they can be safe. Sophia, weak and ill, is reluctant to leave, but Lucas insists. Riley is torn between staying with the community and helping them and leaving with her husband and daughter. She ultimately decides to leave with her family, knowing that they will have a better chance of survival together. The family sets out on their own, leaving behind the safety and security of the community. They are now on their own, with no one to rely on but each other. Riley is now alone, without her husband and daughter, facing new challenges and dangers. The story continues as Riley fights to survive and find a cure for her family. Riley, after leaving the community, is constantly plagued by the fear that she may have brought the disease to her family and others. This fear causes her to be constantly rejected and looked down upon by the people she encounters on her journey. Despite her efforts to find a cure and a safe place for her family, Riley's health deteriorates as she becomes infected with the same disease. Exhausted and weakened by the disease, Riley eventually succumbs to it and dies alone on the road. As for Lucas and Sophia, they continue their search for a safe haven, but the disease takes a heavy toll on Lucas and his health rapidly deteriorates. Despite their efforts to find a cure, Lucas's condition worsens and he eventually dies. Sophia, who had shown resistance to the disease, is left alone and heartbroken after losing her father and mother. Meanwhile, the community that rejected Riley and her family continues on their journey. They find an abandoned market and enter it in search of supplies. But as they explore the market, something goes horribly wrong and the majority of the people in the community are killed. Sophia, the only survivor, is forced to continue her journey alone, carrying the pain and memories of her lost family.